Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for September 30th, 2014, last day of the month. And I'm going to do the wheel today, do a wheel spread, see the cycle we're in of energy, and I'll draw one Tree Magic Gillian Kemp card as well. So the Gillian Kemp will be the indicator to just kind of set the tone for the reading. Okay, we have Vitality, the beech tree. Vitality and fortune smile upon you through opportunities that you create. Okay, so we start out with where we're at now, and this is Tang, and it's the Four of Fire, and it's really about being stable emotionally and bringing in all the energies of the past and making them present that we want, and kind of, having that aura of our life around us in the present moment, where we're not missing anything, we're not our attention is not called to anything from the past, but we're really at peace with everything and enjoying the present, and anything that we that might call our attention that we miss or want, we really find a way to make it present with us in the moment anyway. So Tang has to do with sweet emotions and making the most of the moment by really making the emotions sweet and making yourself happy and really content with your moment to moment. So this is where we're beginning here, and we have our relationship to our psychological orientation with the world around us. This is like the way we relate to everything mentally, is Axis Mundi, which is the King of Fire. And this is really about being a strong leader and just really leading by example, and knowing how to interact with people perfectly when it comes to passions and emotion and just with all the different flavors of the people around us and the world around us, really just knowing how to interact with everybody very appropriately, and being able to meet everybody on their own terms, and set an example for leadership through embodying them yourself. So really like being that example. And then we have what's coming in, the new beginnings in our life, and this is a very simple life. This is like the hunter-gatherer lifestyle coming in. So this is really kind of a simplification of life. So if things have been complicated or chaotic before, it's really coming into a place of simplicity, and really doing one thing at a time, and being able to be focused on your moment to moment, what's going on, and getting things done, being very efficient with your time, efficient with your energy. Hunter-gatherers in terms of what you would consider work and energy, they are the most efficient with the amount of work they have to do for what they receive in terms of resources. So they're just very efficient, and then they're very interdependent. They're very independent, but they have a network, and they have really solid connections and stable, powerful connections with one another, where in times of need they have each other, but they're off doing their own thing, and it's just a very, even in terms of their relations and their life, everything just is very efficient, where there's this kind of this concept of having your self-importance and your importance of purpose and duty, but then being able to work with others and interact with others in a way that makes everything a lot more powerful, and you merge and bond and produce something larger, and then you go off on your own, and you kind of work a little more, and do your own thing for a while. But so it's really about having this major support, solid network with one another, and yet being very independent and thriving as an individual. So then we have down here our relationship to the society around us, and this is abundance, so that's great. So we have abundance coming in. We have the largest fruit in the world, little pumpkin, and this has to do with abundance in all ways, where you have tons of seeds that you can produce a lot of stuff, but at the same time it represents one project, one baby. The pumpkin is symbolic of a baby, and it's also symbolic of the world. So it's almost like that holographic model of one project, one child, and then its relationship to the world. And I always understand, like, when you have a project, or if you have a child, people start to wonder, can I do this? Is this gonna, can I provide for this? Can I make this happen? And really, the world has its own way of relating to the child, or the project, the creative output of an individual. So, after you create something, whether it's a person or a relationship, anything that you create, it will have a life of its own. It will have an energy of its own that you will start to be a part of, but it's beyond you. It comes from the world. So there's a shift and a change in your relationship to the world through some type of creative project or creative energy, some new creation in your life, and it could even be like a relationship that's created, or a new thing. Like I've been talking with someone about maybe getting a new chicken house soon for getting my breeding lines going, and this is like a new project, a new thing. So this is anything that you're kind of giving birth to, any new element you're bringing into your life. Socially, other people are relating to it, and that is actually the concept of the card, is that the world does relate to this child, this this project, this creative thing or relationship or person or whatever it is that you have brought about through your efforts. The world around you has this relationship to that, and even though it's a part of you also, it has something beyond you that influences you, and it adds to your life, it changes your life, it influences your life. So here we have the position of transformation, what is changing. And what is changing is the sorceress energy. So I want to say that things have have already come to light, or it's almost as if, because this card talks about how your name is getting cleared and you get your position back. So this is changing. So if, this is, the position has been established, or it's already, this is no longer in a process anymore. This is what has just happened, and now it's complete. So there's a completion here with kind of a change in the way the world perceives you, or a change in the way individuals perceive you. So whatever your dynamics were before that were not great, they're changing now, and you are seen for who you are. Your name is cleared. You have your position now. This is an ending and a new beginning with your status. And then it's interesting because these two cards, they are both queens, but they're both, in fact, they even talk about in mythology that there's this unusual connection between these two figures. This is Mary Magdalene, and this is the Lady of the Lake. This is Rihanna, and both of them really were oppressed. They had their greatest love taken from them, and then they were trashed. Both of them. Both, she had her child taken from her, and then she was trashed and accused of doing it. And she had her husband taken from her, and she was treated like, a whore, or not as the person who she was in his life. And she wasn't even acknowledged as his partner, and she lost him, and so this is, since we have this change here, there's almost a completion where I want to say that the Magdalena's energy is really going to be coming out now, and really becoming present. I mean, this is the end of the cycle. We have this Magdalena energy, or Magdalene, her name is Magdalena, but Mary Magdalene is the Virgin Mary. She was the ultimate mother. She was the pure being that Jesus found in his life, and who changed him and made him everything that he was. So she had a whole different story that nobody really knew about. She was always, very oppressed, very quiet, struggling with her own sorrows and sadnesses of grief and loss, and in her essence that Jesus was connected with, her essence as his partner, as his the mother figure in his life, because no one finds true love and is attached to their mama. Their true love is their mother. This is the person they want to have children with. This is the person who becomes their mother. That's the person they listen to. The partner. The partner is the mother energy, and so she had this very, very pure, ultimate partnership energy that wasn't honored by society. And this is the tragic thing. This is the energy that we need in this world, is the acknowledgement of those women in this world. And I have to say, I've seen so many women, all of these women that have these phenomenal mothering qualities to them. They're pretty much all single. A lot of them are. Not all of them, but a lot of people are single like that. Or they're just really not acknowledged in their, or honored in their wonderful providing way. The queen of cups, the queen of emotion, the person who provides for everyone. And it's funny because I noticed that these people, all of these people who are the providers for everybody else's emotions, right? And that's who she was. She provides for everybody's emotions. Mary Magdalene. She provides for everyone's emotions. And even though people will go to that when they need it, they'll also turn against it and deny it. where that needs to stop. That dynamic needs to stop. You know, and that's what this is really talking about here, with this change, that all of a sudden this person is going to be seen and honored in their status, because Rhea was the one who was the top priestess. She was the high priestess, and everyone honored her. All of the women, they honored her and respected her. She became a highly respected person, and we need to bring, you know, so that I want to say that this quality of Mary Magdalene is going to get the respect, but the quality that is in Mary Magdalene in this situation is really a partnership quality and a mothering quality. Whereas, you know, I'd say with Rhea, this was more of a when she became the Lady of the Lake, she was she basically led women. I mean, she was the leader of women. Whereas, you know, with Mary Magdalene, she lived in society, not separated from society. Whereas Rihanna was separated in society, where she led all of these women in their growth and their spirituality. Whereas Mary Magdalene lived in the real world with both men and women and children, and she was like within the regular community, a strength, an emotional strength, and that leadership that Mundi has here, where she just really was able to relate to people perfectly, and you know, that ultimate loving person, like we understand the Virgin Mary to be. Mary Magdalene. And we actually had a reading last week very much about this Mary Magdalene energy also. And then Anna from ALD Tarot. She's like one of my favorite readers. She's probably my favorite reader. She's most in tune with me. But she had like a very, very similar reading also. So anyway, this energy is coming back around, and it's really kind of coming to a completion with Rhea here, and then Magdalena at the end of the cycle. But we start out really with this stable emotion, and then we have the leadership quality psychologically kind of dominating everything, and then the new beginnings of this really efficient lifestyle, extremely efficient with energy and work, and then this abundance of relationship to society, like this abundance in society and this abundance with society. And really true abundance makes everybody abundant. So, you know, this, when, you know, little pumpkin, when there's a creation in the world, when there is a child that comes into being and the world relates to it, it brings abundance to all. And then we have this, you know, this finalization of a position gained and a name cleared, and this outpouring of this Magdalene energy that is so, I mean, it is the ultimate beautiful energy. It's like, that is the mother energy of the universe. You know, she really embodies the godly motherly energy, you know, like the feminine within God, really powerfully. So, again, we have the indicator here as the beech tree, vitality. And it says, vitality and fortune smile upon you through opportunities that you create. And now that we've done this reading, I really see how that, you know, we're going to get this energy coming in, and this fortune and this abundance. And we're going to get, you know, new opportunities and really this new life. And I noticed the little mushrooms in here, and I don't know, I always think of the psychedelic mushrooms when I see mushrooms, even though mushrooms are extremely healthy for people and nourishing for people. And actually, they're so expensive all over the world. You can buy these really, really expensive mushrooms. I mean, mushrooms can be million dollar mushrooms. But anyway, so we have this fortune, but I ran out of time. But I want to say this mental energy that's shifting and changing. It's almost like an enlightenment when, the whole concept of what mushrooms can do for you. The healing properties of that is really like visionary. Your vision changes, your understanding changes, enlightenment changes, telepathy picks up. It's really like this extremely profound spiritual epiphany that really alters things. It alters your reality and your state. So with this vitality and these this fortune and this energy and the new situations that are being created and the new setup and the new outpouring of energy that's coming in here, that there's going to be a shift, a dramatic shift in the reality here, in the way we experience things, the way we see things. So that's exciting. And we do have the 2 eclipses, and I think it's on the 8th, the first one, and then we have this grand fire trine. So it's supposed to be, again, this, we had all these game changers from kind of early on in the year, maybe around April-ish or something. We had these game-changing energies, and that's coming back around with one final powerful double eclipse season with this grand fire trine again, which is, they say is a game changer. It shifts our reality. It shifts our collective experience with one another, our understanding of the world. So, and then, of course, if this energy can become manifest and honored and acknowledged and utilized efficiently, we will be in a different world. So this is wonderful to see these 2 queens here as what is changing and what will be finalized here, and this new way of life that comes in, that's really actually also connected to the divine powers. I mean, they do these rituals, these elaborate rituals, using all these ropes to God, and they channel all this energy from the universe through their connection to God and the universe, through their rituals and their working together as tribal people that come together for purposes. And so they really know how to harness this magical energy with this new beginning position we have here. And then, of course, we have, the change in the world and the new creations. And again, this wonderful female energy that has been lacking for a long time now. I think that's what is really apparent with anthropological studies and religious studies, is that we're lacking this feminine acknowledgement or honor of, and it comes within people. It's, people are an extension of God. So to see this beautiful feminine within humanity is something that needs to be honored, and people shouldn't be falling short of honoring and acknowledging that feminine energy, that feminine godlike energy that is within people. And it's not within all people. It's not within all women. But it needs to be acknowledged and honored when it is in a person or in a woman. And that if we can acknowledge and honor that and connect with that and have that kind of pour into this world and pour into our experience, then we'll be living a different reality. So vitality, new energy and fortune smile upon you through opportunities that you create. So I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.